Welcome to another episode of Cook So Feisty. Thank you guys for joining me. Today we are going to be making Haitian fried chicken. And the difference between our chicken and American chicken is the fact that we do not use any breading or coating for our chicken. And alongside that, we are going to be making Haitian baked macaroni. And we are also going to pair it with some fried plantains. All right, now let's gather all our ingredients and go. You're going to start off with your chicken. And you're going to go ahead and trim the fat, scrape off that yellow thing that is usually on the bottom of it. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure Genius will figure it out and tell me in the comments. You're going to scrape that off, cut off the veins, trim the fat, and make sure you guys take off any feathers that you may find. Be sure to look for those and remove them. Anything that looks like it doesn't belong, kind of like Rick Ross in this Drake versus Kendrick beef, go ahead and remove it. Just go ahead and remove it. Then you're going to cut 2 to 3 slices into the chicken. And that's just to ensure all of the cleaning is going deep into the bone. Just as when you marinate it, it'll go deep into the bone. Now, while this is going on, I have a pot of water with some salt and lemon boiling. And that's going to do a final rinse on the chicken once we're done cleaning it, okay? After cleaning it, I've rinsed it off with water, cold water, and I'm just doing a final rub down with the lemon, and then we're going to pour the hot boiling water over it, and that will secure the cleanliness that we Haitians look for when we are cleaning our meat. Keep in mind, this is the process for most meat, goat, chicken, oxtail. You're doing them all this exact same way as far as cleaning, okay? Now it's time for the seasoning. Of course, ippies, salt, garlic, onion, hot pepper flakes, and Maggi bouillon cube. Now that it is completely seasoned, you are going to go ahead and just let it marinate. If you are ready to cook, go ahead and move forward. I promise it'll be delicious. But if you do have time to let it marinate, be it for a couple hours or overnight, that is perfectly fine as well. So let's let the chicken marinate like we've been marinating on this Drake and Kendrick beef. I am going to put my chicken into a pan, and then we're going to let it cook down. And I added some water into the bowl, and I rinsed it a little bit, and I'm adding the rest of that water in here. Next thing, just cover it and let it simmer for a minimum of 30 minutes, but make sure you're checking on it to make sure the water doesn't dry up. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm losing my marbles trying to keep up with this Drake and Kendrick beef. I don't even know who's winning. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't even know what's real. Is Kendrick beating his girl? Is Drake hiding a daughter? I don't know. But the material that we are receiving is top notch, and it is entertaining. But for how long? I don't know. I'm starting to get a little over it. It's way too many songs to keep up with. We're going to need to, declare a winner, stop, and move on. Ingredients for the macaroni and cheese Haitian style. It's very different, again, from other mac and cheeses that you know. We like to use diced ham primarily or ground beef. Today, I'm using diced ham. I have the ham already diced. I have some bell peppers. I have 1 whole tomato chopped up. I have some onions chopped up finely. And I have Scotch bonnet pepper. You're also going to need some all-purpose flour and evaporated milk. And we're going to blend this all together and pour it into our macaroni mixture. All right, so let's get started on that. All right, you guys, when your diced ham is all pretty and brown like me, go ahead and take it out and set it to the side. And just keep the pot simmering on, okay? After you've removed the ham, you're going to place a stick of butter in the pot and add some flour. Now, make sure your heat is on extreme low because you don't want the roux to get dry. So, extreme low heat. And you're going to pour in a can of carnation milk. Don't pour the whole thing at one time. Just keep pouring it in little by little. That'll help it to remain smooth. If it does get lumpy, just press down on it and keep stirring. That is the name of the game. Stir the pot like social media is stirring the pot with this Drake and Kendrick beef. Just keep stirring. All right. I add my onions, my bell peppers, and my powdered seasonings. Again, always garlic powder, onion powder. I added some Lawry's, a dash of salt, and do you guys know what I'm about to add next? I hope you guessed it right. It is our foundation. It is a spoonful of Ippies, and we are going to keep mixing, keep stirring. Stir it in, get all of that flavor, and then I'm going to add my sharp cheddar cheese. Now, preferably you want to use Velveeta, but I did not have any Velveeta, so I'm going to use some shredded sharp cheddar cheese. I've added my sharp cheddar cheese, and I am just blending and stirring and blending and stirring. Now, if you saved some of that milk, pour some more in so it can help smooth it out. Okay, now add in your diced ham and some of those diced tomatoes. I really should have made them smaller, but it's okay. They're going to shrink under the heat anyway. And you're going to add that into the mixture. And again, you are just going to keep stirring it until it's blended nice and smoothly into it. Okay, you guys, I just added half a cube of Maggi into the mixture. I poured it into my container, and now I'm just adding some sharp cheddar on the top, and then I will be popping it under the oven. It's already preset, 350. All right, you guys, this is exactly how your Haitian mac and cheese should look. All right, as you can see, our chicken is doing well. Go ahead and flip its sides. Ooh, it's fogging up the camera. Your chicken should be done by now. Grab a little piece of it and make sure the seasoning is perfect. Then you can turn off the heat to fry. For the pièce résistance, we have my favorite, which is sweet plantain. If you prefer green, go ahead and do your thing. You're going to start off by just chopping the ends of it, a slit down the middle, and just peeling it off. Once you have done that, you can slice it straight across into symmetrical little circles or slanted, which is what I prefer. You guys see that pretty golden color? You make sure it has it on both sides. Flip them. You see that? And it's ready to come out and get flattened. Guys, don't judge me. I use my spatula to flatten it. So you're just going to go ahead, flatten it, drop it into this salt water mixture, and then put it back in the heat. Okay, this is my last piece of plantain. From the oil back into the mix. Again, you can see they're all at the bottom. Once they start floating to the top, that means it's done. It should be a nice golden color on both sides, and then you can take it out. Put my plantains on top of this to just drain that excess oil. Okay, let's take a look. All right, you see that color? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is exactly how you want it to look. This is Haitian fried chicken. Let's dig in. It's still smoke coming off of it. I'm trying not to blow aggressively because I'm on camera and I'm trying to be cute with it. But if you guys weren't here right now, I'd be like, okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Let me stop. This is not ASMR. I should start doing that though, huh? Okay, you guys. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. On YouTube, J Cook So Feisty. On Instagram, Cook So Feisty. And on TikTok, Just So Feisty.